then they have cans of soup. Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a decision.
Unbelievable. Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing. We hold.
Oh, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
Get your words straight, Jack. It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television. Make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear word.
Everybody comes in, your grandmother, everybody comes in, your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in so easily, so crazy, so crazy. Everybody comes in, your grandmother, 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 your...
Get your words straight, Jack.
We've ended the war on American energy. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal, one of our great natural resources. As far as my relationships with all people, I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room. They're coming all over the place.
Everybody comes in your grandmother, your father, everybody comes in your grandmother, your...
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint when they thought about it. Because whoever thought of that idea, I think was in big trouble.
Get your words straight, Jack.
Everybody comes in your grandmother, everybody comes in your grandmother, everybody comes in your grandmother.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I? I'm going to say I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Once they think they can get in, they're coming, and they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Once they think they can get in, they're coming, and they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in so easily, so crazy, so crazy.
Hello, users, and welcome to another episode of Above It All. This is 1199. Pretty good app. If you let me, rate the apps. I mean, I think it's a pretty good one. I don't know what's going to happen yet, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty good. Hello, hey, how's it going? So, I have some coffee somewhere. Let me drink that. Holy shit. Wow. Back to drinking coffee in the mornings, folks. All right. So, hopefully everyone's having a good day. Hello, folks. Hello. This is Above It All. That's me. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing here. Just kind of doing a podcast. That's kind of what we're doing. It's what we do. We do podcasts. That's right. That's what we do here. A little wakey bakey. I mean, that ship has already sailed, buddy. That ship has sailed 10 minutes ago. But you know how it is. Hey, we got Schultzy. Schultzy, can I ask how you found this live stream? Like, what brought you here? Like, you recognize, like, this person comes in the stream. Is this the fucking bitch from David Feldman's show? Who called Biden a piece of shit? Is that who this is? Hello, Gonzo. How's it going? Also, I just need to say for the record, Mega Man is kind of a cop when you think about it. I said this in the chat earlier. Now, I want to remind everyone, the only good cop is an X-cop, right? And in Mega Man X7, emphasis on X, In Mega Man X7, Mega Man quits. You literally cannot play as Mega Man X unless you 100% the game and unlock him as a bonus character. That's because he quits. He's not in the goddamn game. He quit being a cop. So, as we all say, the only good cop is an ex-cop. And it doesn't matter how you get there to becoming an ex-cop. But if you're no longer a cop, you're good in my book. And that's Mega Man X. So, he got out while the getting was good, or whatever the fuck. There's a Killmead clip. I'm trying to, like, figure out a way to, like, do regular shows again. But I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't gotten to that point where I can do regular shows. And by that, I mean I have. It's just I'm lazy. So, you know, what are you going to do? So, let me drink some coffee. Alright. Yo, like, I am so itchy for some reason. Like, my legs are itchy. Like, my legs are itchy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Damn, I never played the Mega Man X series. Yo, bitch motherfucker. I haven't played Mega Man X games in a long time. Sounds like you've been yelling a lot. Yeah, you don't say, right? You don't fucking say. Yo, I'm at this point where I lead a lot of the chants at protesting. And, like, I don't use the megaphone because, like, here's the thing. Everyone that's ever used the megaphone at a protest has not known how to use it. Plain and simple. We all know that. And so I don't want to be given the megaphone and then, like, you know, not know how to use it and look like an idiot. So whenever I lead chants, I just scream at the top of my fucking lungs. And that's been doing a lot of damage to my vocal cords. I'm not going to lie. And I don't know if I'll ever recover. My good buddy, Chokey. Chokey! Fucking Chokey. That's, like, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. Like, okay. Like, okay, so your username is Chokin' on Ashes. And that gets abbreviated as, like, a little cutesy pet name. Chokey. Fucking, sounds like a Pokemon. Chokey! Like, that's just so adorable. Lord have mercy. Bethany, heavy repeats. Well, the thing is, a lot of people want to keep the protest chants very singularly focused on the specific case of Andrew. So that's why it does seem repeaty, is because, like, I don't know, like, you have to understand, like, people in the crowd, like, knew the guy. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't want to go out there and do, like, a bunch of, like, you know, chants that are not necessarily relevant to the situation. Like, you know, you got to be respectful here. I'm not saying you personally. I'm just saying, like, I'm not necessarily. I understand what you're saying, but I think that's on purpose is my answer. Itchiness could be a sign of a weak immune system, or it could be it's fucking bug season. And I've been outside all day during bug fucking season. Oh no. Now my head is itchy. Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul. Megaphone Man would beat the shit out of Mega Man. Hold the phone, buddy. By the way, I'm going to get a new cell phone soon. If you have any suggestions for cell phones, let me know. Any suggestions for cell phones, let me fucking know. So I'm going to get one probably. I'm going to, like, take some money out today. And then, like, that will clear either tomorrow or the next day. And then I'm buying the cell phone. So, y'all got, like, 2 days. Maybe even 36 hours to... I swear to God, if one of you dumb motherfuckers recommends another Apple product, I'm going to shove that shit up your ass. Pull a swerve and get it. A fucking swerve? Sure, Bethany, sure. I understand that. I've been trying to mix it up, too. when I take the lead, I'm trying to like, mix it up a little bit, but like keep it on point. You know what I mean? I like it. She's a Nirvana fan, so this motherfucker's like got a crush in the chat room. Let's go. At first, I thought she was a Native American living in the UK. Choking on Ashes is a cute nickname. Oh my god, this motherfucker. We got motherfuckers like having like fucking middle school crushes on each other in this goddamn chat room. This is my girlfriend from another school. Her name is Choki. I have a Google Pixel 4a. Lord have mercy. It sounds like an apartment complex. And I like it a lot, but I'm not sure I'd recommend it. It was $400. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. The price here is not necessarily relevant. I'm down to spend like upwards of $1,000 if it means I have a phone for like the next 5 to 6 years. Like price range for me. I'd rather spend more money to get like a better product. So, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord have mercy. I just want to get like a phone that has the best possible, like the 3 main things are storage capacity, battery, and camera quality. Those are the 3 main things for me. Like one of the reasons why I'm like wanting a new cell phone now is to record protest footage, and like higher quality. So, just get a camera. I'm not going to just get a camera. Because this cell phone sucks. It's slow. It crashes all the time. I'm not going to get a fucking camera. What am I, a fucking photojournalist? What am I, that annoying dumb motherfucker from Dead Rising? No. I live here. I'm a resident. I don't need a fucking camera if I'm a resident. Come on. I think I'm awake now. Oh, that's Schultz's excuse. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. I was sleepwalking. I was sleep typing. No, that wasn't what I actually had to say. It was,
Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position. You're not like...
That's incredible, man. Get a Pixel if you want Google to own all my data. I think they already own all my data. I mean, I'm pretty sure they do. But I feel that. Just kidding, they do anyway. Thank you. We're on the same wavelength here. I'm actually Mega Man and I'm gonna steal your powers. Okay. Yo, I am like, look at me. Like, I'm just like, like, look at me. This is crazy. Like, I've got like, oh my god, what do I do here? It's crazy. Sunscreen. Is that like, does that help with bug protection? Samsung Galaxy S21. Is there an S21? I am so overwhelmingly happy that Trump is out of office. Personally, like, considering everything that's going on in my city right now, I'm not that happy. I'm not that happy, to be honest. I'm pretty happy, like, don't get me wrong. But like, Lord have fucking mercy, right? Like, what's going on? Like, Biden's asleep at the goddamn wheel. This is an S7. This is my old phone, right? Well, this is my current phone. It's not old yet, but this is an S7. This is my first cell phone, bitch. I bought it about 4 years ago. Oh yeah, the vaccine patents. Yeah, sure, that's pretty good. Sure. I'm gonna turn into like one of those fucking force the voters here over this military occupation in my city, right? I'm gonna turn into a force the voter. We need to force the vote on abolishing the police. That's what I'm gonna turn into. We gotta force the vote, not on Medicare for all, but on abolishing the police. And I'm gonna use that to like, I should unironically try to do that, and then like do like the leftier than now shit on like the leftier than now like Jimmy Dore people. So, oh yeah, you think you want to force the vote on universal health care? Well, guess what? I want to force the vote on abolishing police. So, sorry about that. Do I have the game Jet Moto? I have all the Jet Motos and multiple copies of each one, including the error copies. I don't know if you saw my very serious comment about how giving India the vaccine will actually be bad, but I don't think I'm dumb enough to argue that point. Sorry. I did not see the comment, and I'm glad that you specified that you're dumb. So, that's good. All right. Let's get into the recap, should we? Shall we? Is this a thing? The protests yesterday were actually pretty good. There were no real incidents that I caught. So, it was just like wholesome protesting. Yo, let me finish my coffee here. Alrighty, so I just like, okay, hold on. All the emojis on my chat window just like changed sizes. Like I'm starting this up, and like the fucking laughing with tears emoji just gets really small and really big. And then the fucking like facepalm emoji, like the same thing. I was really strange. The vaccine is meant to kill us off, pretty much, I believe. Oh my god, this motherfucker. This motherfucker. It's meant to kill us off. Before we say fact, how was Max? Max was pretty good. He's roaming. I have the door open. Wow, I'm already subscribed. Don't remember doing that, but that's cool. I just hit the bell. Well, there you go. Thank you for that. What about this one? They're all regular size now, so I think we're back to normal. All right. Okay, so the 15th straight day of protests in Elizabeth City. That's me. That's what I look like. At least that's what I looked like about, I don't know, like fucking 18 hours ago, when I was arriving on the scene for the 15th day of protests in Elizabeth City over the police murder of Andrew Brown Jr. And so I arrive a little late, so like I was like the last person here. By the time I get here, people are getting ready, and we start marching. So yesterday's marches were almost all throughout residential areas. Also, specifically, we went down a lot of the like the rich people areas, like where you see like the fucking giant lawns and the fucking 3-story homes and like all that kind of stuff, right? So like that was kind of the goal of today's protest, is be as very, very loud as you possibly can in the rich people neighborhoods, and have like rich people like like open their windows and go like, what's going on out there, and that was kind of like the whole idea. And so it was pretty successful, I would say. But at this point, as we're still preparing to walk in there, these cars back here are cars that have like water bottles, like food stuffs and etc. And the cops know that, and they specifically cut these cars. You can see them like awkwardly trying to drive into their direction to cut them off, and not let them through. But they do get through anyway. But the cops are being like really obnoxious about that, and they were being really obnoxious about that the entire time. But I want to remind everyone, for the past 2 days, they've been modifying the permits illegally, saying that we have to walk on one side of certain roads. And then during that, they said they would provide a side escort of police cars so that, to prevent from vehicular attacks. But they've not been doing that, right? And so also, reminder that the police have been arresting people for, quote, impeding traffic, even though there's a permit to walk, when they've also been caught not arresting people for drunk driving and being like parked in the middle of a fucking, major road while there's cars behind them, right? So it's like the cops here are being purposefully antagonistic at all times. So I want to be very clear about that. And so this is just another example caught on tape. So City Councilman Horton also was marching with us for like the first half of this and told us that there's going to be a council meeting today, which was yesterday's tomorrow, and informed people that they should arrive and that they should bring questions, specific questions, and try to basically just, get it up in the faces of other city council members. This has been one of the only city council members that I've even liked a little bit. Out of the entire city council, there's like 2 of them that I'm like, okay, I don't hate you. I think you should be doing more. I think that, etc. But I don't hate you. You know what I mean? And so I appreciate him marching with us for a little bit. And then actually saying something and providing us details. Unlike the mayor, who was just marching with us for a photo op and then left in the middle, just like got her photos and then whoop, they're out, So we're in the residential areas, as you can see. The houses are going to start getting nicer. And that's kind of like what we're doing here, is we're just going down to the richest neighborhoods. And again, we're getting really loud. So the weather was pretty good for the most part yesterday. Up until like the very end, it started raining like really fucking, like it started pouring. It was like fucking action movie, like final scene in a fucking drama film kind of movie, like rain levels. And so it was pretty crazy. But at this point, the weather's pretty nice. The crowd's relatively decent. And, the vibes are pretty good. And again, we're traveling through the rich neighborhoods. I met a dog. This is maybe one of the most beautiful creatures I've ever met in my entire life. This is a fantastic moment to be alive. And I just want everyone to know that this dog exists and they live here in Elizabeth City. So we're going again through some residential areas. We're cutting through some Saturday. As you can see, the police presence is growing. It was originally like 2 or 3 cars. Now it's like 4 or 5 cars. They're like, they're just being really obnoxious. And again, as you can see, we're in like the areas where the houses are getting nicer. We're seeing big ass bullshit, that kind of stuff. And so it's been pretty good. Pressure the city council to pressure the mayor to lift the state of emergency. That's exactly what Councilman Horton was telling us to do, at the meeting. Because to my understanding, like the restrictions of being able to like participate in city council meetings have been uplifted, and the curfew has been removed. And so people are being like, that's the other thing. I forgot to mention that. I'm sorry. And so people should be able to go inside and express their grievances. And, again, the state of emergency is what allows the outside agitating police to occupy this city. It's what allows the SWAT buses in the city, the Burlington County Police, and all that shit. They're from fucking way out there, right? It's what allows these state troopers. It's what allows the, I don't know if it technically is what allows the federal people in there, because I think they can be in there regardless. But either way, it's what gives them the, the reason to have all of this heavy military presence in our city. And so the state of emergency needs to be lifted. There is no fucking emergency here. And if there's a state of emergency, the police should be policing the sheriff's department, if anything. But hey, that's just me. So we're going through, again, the rich people neighborhoods. And we're chanting, it's pretty entertaining. We had a couple people, that were supporters, and they're beautiful and wonderful, right? But we had a couple people, open their doors and, have, they're trying to take pictures to post on Facebook to tell their, sister how the black people are in my street or something. We had some of that. And it was pretty entertaining, I'm not going to lie. But again, this is what you got to do. You got to go throughout the entire city. This is the first time we've come out this way for, again, over 2 weeks of protesting straight. This is the first time we've been out in this direction. And so, it's a good thing to make sure that these people know that we're not going anywhere, that make sure that these people know that, yes, no justice, no peace means you too, actually, Mr. Rich Guy. And so that's kind of what we do. So we wrap around through these neighborhoods all the way to the Food Lion. A couple people actually go grocery shopping. I was considering it, but like I prefer marching. But now I'm facing the wrath of that decision because I have like almost no foodstuffs left. And so the cops at this point tell us that we have to occupy half the street. Again, not holding up their side of the bargain. They specifically said that they would provide like a row of police on the side to prevent vehicle attacks from occurring. That's not been happening. And again, last night we had an interaction where someone was drunk behind the wheel and, threatened to attack protesters with their car. And so, like that's a whole situation that like, it's not like it's a fantasy situation. People have died at protests all around the country, all around the world from vehicle attacks, right? We're seeing vehicle attacks in Colombia right now, which is something I need to look into more, but I don't have much time right now, right? So like we're seeing like this is a very common thing. We live in a very racist state. Around 50% of the people in this city voted for Donald motherfucking Trump, right? So we have to understand if vehicle attacks are going to happen here, it's more likely to happen here than they are in other, major cities. Oh, maybe it's not more likely. I don't know. But my point is it's pretty fucking likely. It's as likely, if not more likely. And so I need that, to be understood. So it gets dark. The cops are once again trying to block off vehicles from getting through. So we have to wait. And they were like slowly trying to like drive up into our like ankles, trying to do that whole thing. And so, we're just walking, making sure the friendly vehicles with all that get in here, and then we walk ahead. And so it's really dark at this point. But people are like, again, louder than usual. It's pretty great. And so we're marching back downtown, and around this time it starts to rain. And so like, it goes from like not raining at all to like beautiful, super hot, like what the fuck, it's actually kind of too hot, like kind of weather, to okay, nice looking clouds, to oh shit, it's raining, to holy fuck, right? And so this video was filmed during the oh shit, it's raining segment, and then this video was filmed in the holy fuck, it's raining, right? Because you can see it's pouring, right? It's crazy, and like like I'm like soaked at this point. I'm soaked. I'm done for. And it was crazy. And so a lot of people, like, again, like a lot of people live here. There's a lot of houses downtown. So a lot of people just start going home as we march downtown. And it starts raining. And again, I love when it starts raining because for me, it's like that energetic, like I feel like, oh shit, it's raining, me being out here is like, it's like, it's like a drama film, it's like, you're going in, it gives you that energy. That everyone who's out there protesting is like they actually believe in that shit if they're willing to get showered on like this, So it's like I like the rain. I'm down with it. And so then I walked home in the rain, and so like I'm a little less down with walking home in the rain because like there's no one there to see me, right? And so I'm just getting wet. But either way, so I'm walking home in the rain, and that's kind of the situation. And so then we wrap up, and we're getting ready again for day 16, which will be today, and I will be covering that. I don't know when I'm going to be arriving at the scene. I'll hopefully get there at around 4, I hope, but we'll see how that goes. And again, that's it. That's the recap. There's been no like incidents yesterday. There's been incidents like arrests, counter protester interactions. Yesterday was a relatively peaceful protest. And again, I want to very stress that all the protests from our perspective have been peaceful. The only, precarious conditions have been when the police start rioting and when counter protesters, there was an incident where a counter protester pepper sprayed a protester in our group. And then there was an incident not last night, but the night before last night where a drunk driver was threatening us. So again, the only incidents have been when police are rioting, when Trumpers are rioting. The protest crowd that we are have been nothing but peaceful, 100% nonviolent. And so, that's, it's something that deserves to be said. It's something worthy of stating. And I think, that also I want to say that I saw almost no press out here yesterday. Like mainstream press. I saw like one dude from like Fox News, I think. But he was like, I don't think live streaming. Maybe he was. I don't know. But I saw him like put his camera down often. And And so, but like, the press are going away. People are getting less interested in the story. And for me, as far as my personal thing, is that makes it even more important that I do these videos. That makes it even more important that I document these protests. Because, like, again, we're getting to the point where I maybe potentially have one of the biggest platforms for documenting and spreading information on this protest. If, like, mainstream media is not here anymore, or if they're starting to leave even more so. You know what I mean? And so, like, again, share these videos. If you want me to post more raw footage, let me know. If you want me to do certain other things, let me know. Just, like, share all the things on Twitter. Make a Twitter account. Share the posts on Twitter. That kind of stuff. Like, get this story out there because it's super important. What happened to the Elizabeth historian dude? Did he get out? Everyone got out of jail who was arrested the other day. Everyone got out of jail the same day. It just took like 3 hours. But everyone did get out of jail. But anyway, so yeah, my voice is shot. My voice is probably never going to come back. I would say it's probably just stuck like this for the rest of my life. Maybe for the rest of y'all's life. And maybe like when y'all die, maybe the voice will go back to normal right at that point. So it's like I'm giving myself a little bit of hope here. But either way, I've been out here every single day. And I will continue to be out there every single day. And until it's over. And it's not going to be over anytime soon, right? So, and again, if that makes me the only person there, the only documenter, the only podcaster who's there, so be it. Mainstream media would be there if there was violence. If there was violence, mainstream media would be there. When's the council meeting? Around 4:30 is when we're supposed to gather. That's what I was told. I did not verify that yet. I usually verify that shit like before heading out, but I haven't done that yet because I just woke up. But yeah, no, if there's violence, then yes, the mainstream press will be back. And that's why, again, I'm saying it's so important that, and again, I also want to say mainstream press took my video and other Facebook people's video of the drunk driving altercation the other night of the Trumper. And so, like, they were on top of that and used our footage when there was an interaction, right? But if there is a hint of violence from the crowd again, you bet mainstream press will go back. And that's why, again, it's so important for me to be covering this. And I know a lot of people are like, cover Biden doing this, cover, governor, whatever the fuck, doing this, cover, fucking force the vote or whatever. And I would love to do all that. And I'm trying to, like, make more time in my day for that. But, like, I've got other things that I need to spend time on right now. And so, like, but I'll get into that shortly. But again, this is a very important story. And so I'm going to keep covering it with as much detail as I can until it's over. And it's not looking like it's going to be ending anytime soon. So that's it for the segment. Max the doggy. Hello. Look. It's Max the motherfucking dog. I love him so much. He's so beautiful. Yo, I haven't touched Path of Exile since the new league started. I haven't played any video games at all. Are you seeing this dog, man? Are you seeing this goddamn dog? Are you seeing this goddamn dog? Apparently you're not seeing this goddamn dog. Look at that dog. Maxie! Crump was on CBSN talking about Elizabeth City. Cool, send me a clip if you can. Aside from Halo, Halo doesn't count because I play that with other people. So that's a social event. That's socializing. That's not playing video games. Play Valheim. I don't know what that is. Hello, Nathan, by the way. Yo, I want to talk about how, like, my body has changed in the last 2 weeks. My feet are no longer, like, the soft, like, delicate and beautiful, like, silk feet that they once were. The 5-star wiki feet. They're gone. The formerly rated 5-star wiki feet are no more. I've got, like, such a, like, a very thin film of, like, callus, right? And I can barely feel my entire foot, like I can feel it with my fingers, obviously, but like I can barely feel it on my actual foot. And so like, and these are both feet, like I'm testing them right now. Like one is a little bit more so than the other. But the feet are definitely getting a workout. I don't know. I think they look pretty good. I think visually they look pretty good. But you know, they definitely feel a lot different. They definitely feel a lot different. Have I lost weight? I have lost a little bit of weight, but I've gained a little bit of muscle. So, you know, I've lost a considerable, you know, portion of body fat compared to where I was like 2 weeks ago. Get better shoes and socks. Okay. Counterpoint. I already have shoes and I already have socks. And are you telling me to stop wearing my Muppet socks? Bitch motherfucker, I get compliments for my Muppet socks. Just yesterday, someone walks up to me. I love your socks. The day before that, I always notice you have such, you know, good socks. The day before that, you always come out here with the funniest socks. And you're telling me to get new socks? Bitch motherfucker, hello? I'm really into feet. Well, Schultzy, this is the perfect channel for you because you can go on WikiFeet today. You can go on WikiFeet. In fact, I'm going to link you right now. Go on WikiFeet. Check it out, folks. Wear your Muppet socks outside of... I need to get, like, Yu-Gi-Oh socks, too. But, like, I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if they exist. That's what I get. WikiFeet. Oh my god. It's all good, Bob. It's all good. As long as you're watching the VODs, you know, I don't give a shit, right?
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia.
Thanks, Andrea. You rock, this motherfucker. Thanks for the WikiFeet link. You're cool. This motherfucker in the goddamn chat room. I love new viewers, man. When new viewers come in here, right, and it's like, you know, oh, I love feet, and then I post WikiFeet. I mean, like, it's amazing. Like, this is how you get an audience that's gonna stay for a while. You know what I mean? There you go. It's just perfect, you know. Oh, WikiFeet veteran. They're gonna post in their they're gonna post in the comment section, and we're gonna look at their account name, and it's gonna be like registered 2000 whatever the fuck, you know, WikiFeet came out. Their account's gonna be fucking 12 years old. Enjoying the I can't. Stop. They're first of all, motherfucker. They're my feet. I just want to I want to throw that out there. I want to that's got to be understood. That's got to be documented, okay? They're my feet. Right? So that needs to be understood here. This is not you know, you don't have ownership, but they're my feet here, okay? So I'm just plot twist. Schultzy is the owner of WikiFeet. Oh fuck. New storyline. Maybe Choking on Ashes should get a WikiFeet page. That will seal the deal. Can we mail you socks? If you want, sure, I guess. Why not? Whatever. Oh, Top Damage Wizard. Then how'd you... Lord have motherfucking mercy. Lord have motherfucking mercy. I'm late, Andrea. Hope you're well. And by that, I mean high. I'm actually really high right now. High energy. But yeah, I'm down to like chill and shitpost with the chat for like another 15 to 20 minutes. If anyone has questions about Elizabeth City or just anything, you know, feel free to let me know. So, hello, Sinquel. I'm going to make a joint. Fucking choking on ashes. Chokey, chokey. Fucking chokey, dude. This motherfucker comes into my chat room and refers to one of my viewers as chokey. I can't with that shit. You just missed the recap, Courtney. Of course there was a protest yesterday. I just did a whole fucking video on it. Tomorrow's Big Mommy Milkers Day. Resident Evil 8. I'm looking forward to that. Reminder, I want to remind everyone, I'm passing the torch. You might be thinking, whoa, what's going on here? This is serious. Right? Now I want everyone to, you know, hold the phone. I am passing the motherfucking torch. When Resident Evil 7 came out, I was the first person, human being in the history of the world to do a full speed run of Resident Evil 7. And I just want to say, here we are. Big Mommy Milkers coming out soon. I'm passing the torch. You know what? I did the first speed run of Resident Evil 7. That's good enough. Someone else can do Resident Evil 8. I'm going to be honest. Resident Evil 7, like speedrunning that game, the first half of Resident Evil 7 is legit phenomenal. The first half of the game is phenomenal. I'm not going to lie. Specifically, like the first third of the game is fucking fantastic. It is fucking tastic. And I need, you know. But the last half of the game is garbage. It's garbage. Like the whole, like, you know, sinking ship, like, flashback, garbage. It's fucking garbage. Like, the first part of the game is so brilliant and so amazing, and I loved it. Right? And, like, when you're stuck in that, like, plantation home, and then you get out, like, the back door, and there's, like, the other areas, and the world expands, and it's, like, fucking game. It's fucking fantastic. And then the ship section starts, and it's, like, the game just is shit from that all. From that part to the end, it's just garbage. It's garbage. Fuck Resident Evil 7's later half. And so when I was speedrunning it, right? When I was speedrunning it, I really, really, really hate the last section, right? Because if you're playing the game, it's like, okay, the last section is like exposition. There's like unskippable cutscenes, and it's like just really boring, and it's like whatever, right? It's like, oh, but you're expanding the story, okay, so whatever. But when you speedrun that bitch, because I was speedrunning it for like weeks when it came out. When you speedrun Resident Evil 7, fuck the ending. It's just boring. It's garbage, right? Like the first half of the game is actually, you know, like you can actually speedrun it, you can improve. But then the latter half of the game is just like you just kind of walk to the next location. It's kind of hard to lose time. You know, it's just boring. So, fuck Resident Evil 7. I hope Big Mommy Milkers is much better. Legit though, tell me how the game is, Top Damage Wizard. Tell me how the game is, and if you think it's good, like I'll consider buying it. You know what I mean? Because like I could go with playing a new Resident Evil game. So like you know, let me know. You be the demo tester and tell me if it's something I should spend money and time on with all the other things going on. Elizabeth City looks pretty gnarly. Hardly any sidewalks. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shit show. What are you gonna do? The game goes downhill at the exact moment when you make the choice that doesn't matter. Yep. That's exactly correct. Hey, Knight Rider. Am I concerned about retaliation from law enforcement? Not particularly. What would you say, I should be worried about? Like in your estimation, what would you say I should worry about? Like, am I like concerned that I'm on a list? Well, I'm not concerned. I know I'm on a list. Am I, concerned that they know who I am? I know that they know who I am. Right, but like, am I concerned if they're going to like try to harass me personally? Maybe. But not like, considerably concerned. And it's also like, if they did harass me personally, I have a YouTube channel. Right? So it's not like they can harass me personally and it's not going to be well documented because I have like, I record everything at all times. You know what I mean? So if they do, they do. I mean, I've not said or done anything that would give them any reason to do so. But if they do, they do. And they can feel welcome to. But no, I'm definitely on a list. Like, they know who I am. Absolutely, they know who I am. And if they don't know who I am, Lord have mercy on their souls. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're telling me you don't know who I am after being there every single day for fucking 15 days straight and documenting them heavily and getting, like, on the news, like, almost every single day or having my footage used by the news almost every single day. You know what I mean? Right? Like, if they don't know who I am by now, then, like, wow, man, they're really bad at their fucking job. But yeah, they could harass me. Sure. Hide a GoPro in your home? Maybe. Yo, like, I'm just, like, touching my calluses on my foot. I just thought that maybe they would go through my channel and decide they need... It's possible. I mean, like, again, I am fully aware of all these possibilities. Like, I'm fully aware that, like, every time I leave the house to go to a protest, I could end up in jail that night. Like, I'm fully aware that I could get disappeared or snatched on the way home. I'm fully aware that, like, cops could decide to, do anything. I'm fully aware of all of the risks of what I do. But I mean, like, it's what I do. You know what I mean? So this is what I do. I'm not going to be intimidated by the police, The way I see it, I got a First motherfucking Amendment right. I got a podcast. Everyone and their fucking mother has a podcast. So what if I have a podcast? You know what I mean? So what? But the way I see it, I'm a protester, I'm an activist first, and I'm a podcaster second. And so, like, I'm not gonna, like, sit here and, preach all this bullshit without actually going out and doing that shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of podcasters that would go out there and say everyone should go do direct action except for me. That's not me. That's not me. Everyone should go do direct action, including me, and you should follow me and make me the leader. No, I'm just kidding. Don't make me the leader. I hate being the leader of anything. I prefer being a participant. Yeah, you might be the only one. What, that says what I just said? Because probably. I made probably, right? What is your politic if you get a convocation from the police? Convocation. A large formal assembly of people. The action of calling people together. Convocation. What is your politic if you get a convocation from the police? From the police. Conviction. That would make more sense in that context. Vouch wouldn't even phone bank? Does he really not even phone bank? Dude, I phone banked, right? I worked on the Bernie campaign. I was knocking houses. I was knocking doors, motherfucker. You know what I mean? I was banking phones. I went to a couple protests last year, but there was really nothing in my city, so. And I couldn't keep catching a ride to cities hours away, and then also I don't live there, so it's another whole thing. I think they don't like you because you told the entire world that no one can trust cops. You said you don't care if it's no, for sure. I know I'm a very radical motherfucker, and I'm not gonna mince words about it. You know what I mean? I have very, very, very radical politics, and I'm not gonna pretend that I don't for any. If I were to go on CNN or something and they were to interview me, maybe I would hide my power level a little bit. But as far as this show, everyone knows what I think, and I'm not gonna mince words, right? As far as being in the protests, maybe I'll hide my power level a little, maybe, right? But this is my podcast. I'm not gonna do that. What the fuck, right? Courageous. Yeah, I'm courageous. So what? But yeah, did I forget to take my medication this morning? What is today, Thursday? Today is Thursday. That's crazy, man. One of these days what? Convocation equals summons. Oh, okay. What would I be summoned for? I don't know. Yelling at a cop? Okay. Summon me, bitch. I mean, what the fuck? What, are they gonna summon me like I'm a fucking summoned skull from Yu-Gi-Oh? Jesus Christ. Go for it, buddy. Here's the thing, the way I'm concerned. If I get arrested, alright, I'll make a show about it. If I get summoned, alright, I'll make a show about it. If cops come to my door, alright, I'll do a show about it. Then then the whole world's gonna know about how fucking ridiculous cops are. So let them do it. Go for it. But yeah, I'm probably going to start wrapping up pretty soon here. If anyone has any final comments, questions, concerns, quandaries, fucking inquiries, fucking, whatever the fuck, if, blurt them out. Go. Lightning round. Just go, 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 go. Type them. Just just don't stop typing. Just keep, and you got more, you just press enter and you just keep typing, just get them all out right now. But if y'all have nothing that you need me to respond to, then I will probably be heading out very shortly. I would like to say thank you all for watching the stream. I appreciate it. Again, if you can, please share. Please share everything I post. What are my future plans? Any collabs? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe. Thank you, Cloud. Thank you. Like the stream, y'all. Also, reminder, if you want to help me in case of emergencies, anything could happen at any point here. Feel free to give me money on PayPal or Cash App. If you do so in case of emergencies, you know, I have more money than I would have otherwise. So, I mean, thank you everyone for giving me money who has been. There have been a couple people that have been doing so like throughout the day and stuff, and I appreciate it. Post the link for legal help. I will try to remember to do that. I have it saved somewhere. Be dangerous, stay safe. Okay. I like that. Hey, I'm saying hello, that's all. Hi, Max. Stay safe. Thank you, Patty. Lick the goddamn stream, y'all. Come on. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for all you do. Yes. Know you, in other words. Now, don't make us pay money for jail and fines. Stay the fuck away from the cops. I mean, hey, anything's possible. I'm not looking to get arrested. I would highly prefer, not to get arrested. But if they bum rush the crowd and arrest everybody, I mean, I will be with the crowd. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to agitate. I'm not going to purposefully put myself in a position to be arrested. But if they arrest everybody, I'm going to be part of everybody. And it's possible that at some point they'll just bum rush and arrest every single protester. And so, you know, that's a thing that's possible. Do I skate? No, but I'd like to. It looks cool. Maybe I should get arrested for clout. But I've already ran from the cops several times, so, you know, what are you gonna do? I've made my decisions, but I've been thinking about getting arrested for clout. Like, you know, when mainstream media's there, like, they're gonna film me being arrested, and I'll, like, you know, be dramatic. Maybe I'll, like, pepper spray my eyes and start crying or something. Right, maybe I'll, like, you know, like, maybe I'll just make a whole big scene of it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, anyway, thank you all. Have a good day. You know, enjoy yourself. Enjoy me as well, you know, in any capacity that you choose. Enjoy life and enjoy whatever meal you're about to eat next. And hopefully it doesn't have meat or sugar, because if it does, you're not going to enjoy it for long until, you know, you get heart disease. Anyway, goodbye, folks. Have a motherfucking good one.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Yeah.
Oh, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
Yep. Bad deal. Should have never been thought of.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing. And by the way, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia. That's where they should be done.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. $7 million for reef fish management. $25 million to combat Asian carp. $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Once they think they can get in, they're coming, and they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. You used the word smart. So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
It's not they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio, play the radio, play the radio, play the radio. Make sure the make sure you have the record player on at night. The record player on at night. The record player on at night.
Get your words straight, Jack.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you'd like to see, help out. If not, vote the other way. Give me a look.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ. Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.